which actually quieted the voices. "Are you finished?" my editor asked quietly. "You're the one who's finished." "Did you hurt yourself?" he pressed on. "Do I need to call somebody?" "What are you, a Boy Scout? No, I don't need anybody called." "You insist on pounding your head like that. You're going to do damage. More damage than you've already done, I mean," he added. "Never mind. It's like a pinball machine up there. I'm just whacking it to get it out of the tilt mode." "I have an idea," he said. "An idea? Are you kidding me? Seriously, ideas are the next thing to go. We are moving rapidly into a world of idea cons. They're like those stupid emoticons, only they pretend to express an idea. Just like you don't have to feel the emotion, pretty soon you won't have to be bothered by thinking either." "Ooh, that's good. Save it for the page." "The page? Are you talking about paper?" "You're killing me here. It's all going to be on a screen." "It's still a book." "What book?" "The one you should write about Christmas." "Are you out of your fucking mind? A Christmas book based on all the memories I don't have of it? Because, lest you forget, I am a Jew." "Lewis, Dickens was a Jew." "No, he wasn't. He wanted to be. Not at Christmas time, he didn't." "That's your book." "That's not a book. It's barely a sentence." The voices in my head were starting to clear their throats again. "Glenn Beck wrote a Christmas book." "You've got to be kidding me. Called what? Santa's a Tubby Socialist, where Glenn analyzes why a fat man, dressed in red no less, distributes gifts to every single child to teach them the heinous act of sharing? I've got news for you. Santa doesn't bring anything for the Jewish kids because they already worship a socialist god of their own. I'm sure Glenn's even got a chapter about how President Obama believes in Santa more than the country he may or may not have been born in." "Not even close, Lewis. But if Glenn Beck can write a book for Christmas, so can you. And as every mom used to say, if Glenn jumped off a roof, would you?" "Well, if I could get his publishing rights, I would. But I know you can write a better book about Christmas, Lewis." "You son of a bitch, taunting me with Glenn Beck. If I can't write a better book than he does, I should jump off the roof." "What makes you think I should write a book about Christmas? You've been Santa twice. They ask you to play Scrooge in a huge production of A Christmas Carol." "Yes, you heard that correctly. Me is Scrooge. My career, dear listener, has been a strange one, with twists and turns as weird as anything cooked up by Stephen King or the writers of The Hills. But playing Scrooge, that was truly an odd one. As far as I know, no one I have known in my 40 years in the professional theater ever even considered the possibility of my playing Dickens' most famous Christmas hater. Or, if somebody had thought of the idea, he'd mentioned it to someone else, and the other person had died laughing. If the casting wasn't strange enough, the play's producers were offering me a small fortune to play the role in huge theaters around the country. The reason I mention that they were willing to pay me a bunch of money that felt to me like the kind of money you get in pro sports is that at the time the economy was tanking. Badly. A Christmas Carol starring Louis Black as Scrooge. It sounds like the producers were Bialystock and Bloom from the producers. Theoretically, it makes a bit of sense. I mean, who better to play Scrooge than a bitter, angry Jew? As ludicrous as the whole idea was, it didn't stop me from picking up the script and looking at it. And who knew what might follow if it worked? Louis Black as King Lear? Louis Black as Macbeth? Louis Black as Mama